I'm actually grabbing the wheel and trying to jerk you into a bridge abutment.
Peyton Manning comes out in blackface.
Oh, no. Oh.
No. Peyton Manning, and this is a really safe bet, especially if you've been watching him over the years. Peyton Manning, his last game for all time.
Really? Did he already announce his retirement?
He will after this beatdown.
Oh, wow. Did you just make your prediction? He'll choke? Last time he was in the Super Bowl, he choked.
The big game, he's all-time record holder. He's got all kinds of records in regular season. It's unbelievable, the stats that this guy has. But let me tell you something. When he's under the gun, when they're pointing the gun at him, he drops to his knees and cries.
Like a little beep.
Right. I have never seen anybody worse than him other than Andy Dalton.
Oh, no. Carson Palmer. Yeah. He's bad, too.
Yeah.
He's a Chokey McChokerson. So anyway, I have to vouch for Brian's assessment here.
Right.
Carson Palmer's with Arizona now, but no, he's Chokey McChokerson when he was with us.
You think he was as bad as Dalton?
How long have we been going to the playoffs and losing we haven't had a playoff win in forever, and Dalton's only been with us for a couple years. Before that, it was Carson Palmer.
Man, incredible record at the beginning of this season going in. It was unbelievable.
Well, and in Andy Dalton's defense, he didn't get to play.
Well, that's why we were winning?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So put him in at the end.
But he didn't get put in at the end.
Right. Yeah, I think he hurt his hand, yeah.
He hurt his mangina. Oh! So anyway,
and he will be sitting out for a while.
So, what's in the news today?
Oh, moving right along.
So a lot of people, actually, it was Rush Limbaugh that predicted the Carolina Panthers to win in a blowout, just like you pretty much did right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you guys both agree that it's going to be a blowout. But he said it was going to be a blowout for different reasons. He basically said, look, Cam Newton is going to he's got this explosive offense that I don't think Denver's really ready for defensively to stop that.
Right.
And he even pointed out they're going to have one hell of a defensive stand for the entire duration of the game to keep Denver in this.
Right.
And we already know. So Rush was talking about Carolina's offense versus Denver's defense. There's just no way it's going to happen, right? You're talking about Denver's offense just choking, which is Peyton Manning. So it's funny because if you're both right, it's going to be like 60-0.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, look at the Patriots when they went up against the Broncos just a few weeks ago. I mean, it's 18-20, very slow scoring game, and
Cam's going to run up score.
It was the defense that held Tom Brady. They've beaten the crap out of him.
So you think the defense will be okay against Cam Newton?
No, I think here's my point. I'm sorry. I'm saying that the defense won the game for Peyton Manning against the Patriots.
But that's not going to happen.
No!
Oh, wow.
It's not possible.
Okay. Well, you've heard it here first. Put all your money, the whole house.
Mortgage your house. Lent it to the end. Put
it up as collateral.
Put it all on black.
No. Oh, wait a minute.
I mean, if you're in Vegas.
Right.
At the roulette table, what'd you think I was talking about?
Oh.
So it's you starting these things.
You're jerking it into a abutment.
So it's you.
What was that? We need that soundbite from Tommy Boy where he said he wants to jerk the wheel into oncoming traffic. You remember that?
I just watched that with the kids.
Did you?
They love
Abby
it.
Loves that movie.
Yeah.
I want to watch it again. Yeah, they love it. It's actually kind of clean compared to some kids' movies.
That and Better Off Dead.
Oh,
I loved it.
Did you borrow that or? Because that's awesome.
If you go on the intranet through your smartphone.
You mean I didn't have to buy it?
If you go on the intranet through your smartphone, there's something called Showbox.
Okay.
I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they get around it. It's all free.
Oh, I'm going to have to... Well, how much do they pay us for this endorsement?
And you download it. We are now receiving a duffel bag coming through
That's how you get it free. No, that's how you get it for free. You just mention them on our show, and you're good to go.
You use the password, Smith Radio. You'll get in right away.
That's the offer code. Offer code smithradio.com 397497A.
Because there's that many.
Well, we have to, yeah.
Speaking about that, I'm sorry.
It's a marketing thing.
Okay, ADD kicking in. I called the government because I needed to get some information.
What number is the government?
And when I was, they said press
555.
Press 2 if you want this. So I pressed 2 for more information. So I pressed 2 and it said, please visit our website, www.
Colon. Something.gov.
paperwork.gov/LTVU1.
What?
I was like, what?
Could you repeat that?
They did I
gotta find a pen. Hold on.
They did a backslash.
With a bunch of random letters.
Yes.
Oh, no.
What? Oh. And they said it. They said W. Dot.
They didn't do the HTTP? No. Colon. Backslash.
These it's just overbloated. The government just overbloated. Speaking about that, you could probably find somebody to work. Did you hear about the new numbers out? They added 150,000 new employees.
To what?
To the workforce. 150,000.
How many people were born?
See, that's the problem, Carrie. In order to break even, it needs to be up over 200,000.
Just to break even?
Yeah. So check this out. Obama breaks a 38-year record.
Okay, that sounds good.
93.6 million Americans not working, the most ever since 1977. Jimmy Carter's reign.
Oh, boy. And this is what you get when you elect Democrats. And the only reason.
Sit out again. Do me a favor. Teach us all a lesson.
Yes, please.
Sit out.
Oh.
Just sit out. Just turn it off. Go home. Sit out. No, this is what you, because I know you won't. This is what you tell your friends that say, I'm not voting.
This is what you get.
This is what you tell them. You say, okay, Mr. Smarty Pants, you sit out and not vote. You're going to get you something worse than Obama. You're going to get an outspoken socialist communist, and I've got dirt on this fool that's not.
Are we going to get to the dirt today?
Bernie Sanders.
Right.
I don't have the article, but I remember it because I read it. And I've got to spit it out now, otherwise I'll forget it.
Are you going to quote it or paraphrase it?
I'm going to quote it word for word and paraphrase it. The Jewish... In Jewish land, in Israel.
What? Jewish land? What is that?
In Israel, the Jewish local newspaper that reports all things that America doesn't report on was desperate to find Bernie Sanders' connection to
what?
Marxist communist organization from back in the 60s.
Well, he practically admits that he must be, but go ahead.
They knew that he did an interview and talked about it in the 90s. So they searched high and low, and they've been looking desperate, and they found the interview. And yes, he was definitely, Bernie Sanders is and was raised up, definitely a big part of his life as a Marxist communist push, and they wanted a revolution in Israel to push the Jews into understanding this Marxist communist socialist idea and unite Jews and Palestinians, Arab Palestinians together and make it one big social utopia.
In Israel?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This was Bernie Sanders. This was something he did.
Wasn't
this in
it
the
the
60s?
National Socialist Party that got the Jews in trouble in Europe back in the day?
Yes, and if you follow us on Facebook.com/Smith Radio, you would have seen the article I posted. I said, why does the Jewish community continue to vote for the people who want to destroy them? Democrats.
Absolutely. I mean, we talked about this probably a couple times, but it's been a long time. Jewish people are split almost evenly between Democrat and Republican, and it blows my mind. I have no idea how they could, I don't know, give the weapon that's going to kill them to the people that want to kill them. I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Okay, this is out of, and I did find the article, this is from Tel Aviv. In the 1960s, Senator Bernie Sanders volunteered at a kibbutz in northern Israel as the guest of a Marxist socialist youth movement with a revolutionary mission. They just found this interview, and it came out on Thursday.
Yeah, and we've also said this on Smith Radio, and don't you forget it. And I'm going to remind you every show if I have to. When you hear somebody say that they're a socialist or a progressive, they are, in fact, a communist. This is not a conspiracy theory. You don't have to don your tinfoil hats. You know who made... I mean, this connection was always there, but somehow the Marxists were able to disconnect the connections that are obvious. They've always been there, right. But they put a cover over them. They're veiled. And that was... I think it happened during the McCarthy era. I think what happened was they demonized Joseph McCarthy and all of his minions who were out literally arresting people during the McCarthy era for being or admitting to being a communist.
Right.
And they demonized that whole movement so bad that people were just scared to say anything about a communist anymore. Right. And the real communists just changed their name to progressives. They did not change anything that they believed in or anything that they were advocating for or anything that they were pushing for. All they did was change their name. Well, fast forward decades later, and if you say something like, he's a communist to somebody who says they're a socialist, everybody looks at you like you're a kook.
Right.
But it's absolutely true, and I'm not saying it to say, well, you know what, communists are evil people and you should... it's not name-calling.
No.
To call somebody a communist is not like calling them an idiot or stupid or something like that, even though I think you'd be stupid to believe that it's a good ideology or a good way of life or anything like that. But what I'm saying is that the word communist, the label communist, has meaning. And so does progressive, and so does socialist. Turns out they're all synonymous, and you got to know that. You have to know this stuff. If you don't know this stuff, you need to listen to us because it is a fact. Bernie Sanders saying he's a socialist means he's a communist.
Right. It's the school bus, if you will, to get people on the bus. The bus is named, it's not named Greyhound. The bus's name is
Socialism.
Socialism.
Yep.
Yes. That's the big giant word on the side of the bus. That bus's destination is land utopia / communism.
And if you look at, right, all you have to do is...
suppression, oppression...
the LED sign in the front that tells you where the destination is.
It flashes.
The socialist bus goes to communism.
Right. It'll flash communism, or it may even flash utopia.
Yeah,
Utopiaville.
Same thing.
You know, and it might do that because if they flash communism, it alert us.
Oh, I got in this big debate online with this guy who was clearly full-blown communist but didn't realize it. And I knew that if I started calling him a communist, he would accuse me of ad hominem.
Right.
So I decided I'll just call him a utopian, an advocate for utopia.
Yeah.
And I called it utopianism. And I called what he was trying to advocate for a utopia. And we had a nice discussion for like a couple of days back and forth. It was on a message board. And we went back and forth for a couple days. And he argued his belief in his utopia. And I argued why his utopia was bad. And